Hello Year 5, welcome back. I hope you had a lovely Christmas with your families, and we're back to art now. So we're starting our brand new project. It's called Into the Rainforest. It's a topical project as it's a subject that you should be covering during your Key Stage 2 of the rainforest, and we're going to be exploring all the different things which you may find in the rainforest, doing some really nice studies. We are also going to be looking at artists who are inspired and create work from the rainforest and developing it further, hopefully, into a nice final piece. So to get us started on the project today, I'm wanting you to complete 5 studies. So ones that you can see in front of me here, 5 studies of rainforest leaves. Okay, now they look quite complicated, but I've got a couple of different tips, and if you follow my step by step, then I'm sure you will have no problem whatsoever. I'm drawing my leaves today on a large A3 sheet. The reason for that is so that you can see it clearly, so that you can see it clearly rather than me working small. I find it's a lot easier to see larger work on the videos when I've watched them back. So all you need to do is work on an A4 sheet, okay? I'm not expecting you to work to this scale. And the one that we're going to start off with, which I think is the easiest, is this one here. So no matter what leaf we're going to be drawing, we're going to have a similar set of stages that we are going to use to get us through the leaf, to make sure that it's done accurately and that it includes all of the detail needed. I have printed this out. This is available on the Firefly task. I find it easier to copy something when it's printed out. So if you want to print that out, then please do. You can pause the video and then you can start it once you've printed it. Or if you're happy to look at a computer screen in front of you and copy it from there, or copy it straight from my instructions, then that's also fine. Whatever suits you and your working style, that is perfectly fine with me. So to get started, the first stage we're going to do on most of the leaves is we're going to draw that main line that goes from the start of the leaf, or slightly before, not always, and it goes right to the end. And I'm going to draw it on an angle here. So I'm going to start off, I'm not using a ruler. Okay, I am, as always, pressing light. Okay, it's straight, but then it curves slightly at the end. Okay, keep going back and forth until that is something that you're happy with. It should be similar scale to this one. So if you're looking at my hand, okay, it's quite a large leaf. So I've got that to begin with. Then we are observing the leaves as we are drawing them. We want them to be realistic, so we gain further knowledge on what the leaves are like in the actual rainforest. We're not drawing from memory. So I want you to count every time. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23. So I've got 23 veins coming off that main line that we've just done. And if you notice, they actually don't go straight to that edge. So first thing I'm going to do, I'm going to draw using very sketch like motions. And what I mean by sketch, remember, as you go backwards and forwards, you don't do a big harsh line, because we want all of this to be nice and light. We always need to make sure that everything that we draw is nice and light. Otherwise, if you make a mistake, it's very difficult for you to fix it. I want you to go slightly further than this line. And I want you to start off curved. And then I want you to go to a point. Okay, so then we're just going to focus on one side. So we've got 1, can you see how I flick it and I don't let it touch the very edge? 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23. Once we've done that, I'm going to get you to just make the bottom of it a little bit wider, so the vein starts thicker nearest that centre line. You'll notice that I'm doing quite flicky motions with my arm and my hand. That will allow you to get a nice fine edge rather than a heavy blunt one. Okay, I'm happy with that. I'm actually going to now turn it, so I've got it in front of me, and I'm going to mirror the lines that I've just done, but I'm going to get them to go in the opposite direction. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So you're making V's. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Okay, carry on going all the way up. Remember that you're doing it exactly where that last line stopped. Okay, and once you're at that stage, I've actually realised that I've done this side a little bit wider. Sorry about that, I just dropped my sharpener. Done this side a little bit wider, so I'm actually going to just make it a little bit smaller. Okay, because I've pressed light, everything at the moment is just my kind of starting point and my guidelines. Okay, that is leaf 1 done. I'm going to next show you how to do this one. So this one is a little bit tricky. Instead of starting with the line, we're going to do something before that line, and that is we're going to draw a really fat heart shape. Okay, so just watch. Once you've done the middle of the heart, I want you to draw that line, just so you've got a rough centre spot. So a little V at the top. Then we want it to be really wide, and we don't want the heart to go to much of a point. So I'll just carry on and show you. So can you see how it's not a perfect heart, and the bottom of it is slightly more curved than what you would usually find. You've got the line going down. Okay, then I'm going to count the stems. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so 1, this time we're going to curve it. 2, 3. Notice how the angle changes. 4, 5. Okay, I'm going to mirror that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, now that in itself is starting to resemble a little bit more of a leaf shape. We're going to take the top of that heart, we're going to make it slightly more exaggerated, like so. We're then going to do this, so we're just going to focus on one side at a time, okay, because this is quite complicated. We're going to carefully go over that line there. We're going to go past our first side vein, and then we're going to come up, and we're going to go in towards the middle, about halfway, and then we're going to come back with a tiny gap, go past that second side one, come up, go back down. So we're doing it in between each of those side veins. And then on the last one, I want you to just come in, slightly to a bit of a point, like so. And then we're going to do the same on the other side. So I'm going to go back up from a point, and then I'm going to go into the middle, back down. I'm pressing slightly harder than I want you to, just because I really want you to be able to see it clearly on the video. Okay, so there we are. We have the second leaf done. Again, I'm going to look back at details and I'm going to refine it. I actually want some of these stems to be thicker near the main stem, then finer. Okay, so second leaf finished. Okay, and then you're going to go on to the next one. So the next one is very similar to that first leaf. I'm going to draw a line and down. I need this one to be quite big. Then we're going to count how many. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. I'm going to start it from here. Okay, and I want to bring it out about that size. So 1, sorry, I've forgotten. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. And then if you have a little look at the last bits, it goes 13, 14, and then that one's quite flat, 15. I'm going to mirror it. Okay. And now I'm really going to take my time to study the shape of this leaf. So it starts off quite flat at the top. Again, we're going back to doing sketchy movements. We're going to go past this side of the leaf. And we're going to come up just before halfway. Okay, which is around here. And then we're going to go in and do this angle here. And then we're going to go nice and straight. Go on to this side. Now this side, it's higher up than that side where we do the slight indent. So you're talking around here. Make sure you go in on a nice angle. Okay, the reason why we sketch, and when we sketch we go backwards and forwards, is it's improving our levels of accuracy. When we just do one line, it could be bumpy, it could go on a slight angle. When you go backwards and forwards, it's regulating those lines to create one bolder line, which has much higher levels of accuracy. That, and also it stops us using as much pressure because we're going backwards and forwards. So we're applying a faster pace, which takes a little bit more of the pressure away. So it's a very good skill to learn to sketch. It's something that will help your accuracy really improve, and it's also something that will help if you maybe use quite harsh pressure and you struggle to press lightly. Okay, so there we've got our third one. So we've got 2 left. So we've got these two here, which are similar to the first one. What I do want you to do is, have a little look at this example here. We're going to add, can you see that? We're going to add these little circles near the stem on one of them. Okay, now they're not circular, they're irregular oval shapes. So I'm just going to go in and add it to this one. So one there, one there, one there, two smaller ones here, one here. Okay. And then we're going to move on to the other leaves. I don't want to do a demonstration for every single leaf on the page. I've done it for the main three. Now, the other two leaves that you're going to be drawing are essentially very similar to this one. So I want you to have a go at doing it on your own to see whether you've listened, because that wasn't the last one that we've done. That was the middle drawing. So can you remember how we started it? Have a little go on your own, see if you can remember. If you can't remember, then what I would recommend that you do is you watch the video back and you rewind it until we were doing this drawing here, and then you can pinch a few of the tips that I gave you at that point. Once you've finished the drawing, I want you to keep it like that. Please do not add any colour. We will be adding colour to this collection of leaf drawings next lesson. Okay, so I'm going to show you how to add all those nice lovely green tones, how to make it look more three-dimensional, and also how to layer some colours as well. So if you can make sure that you have this with you and some coloured pencils, if you haven't got any already, then I would recommend that you pick some up from a local supermarket because they're open, or you can order some off the internet, and then you will have everything you need to get started straight away next lesson. Okay, I look forward to seeing what you all create. If you could upload an image of your work to the Firefly task, that would be great, so I can see how you're getting on. Thank you, and bye.